What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the red color, playing as Set. His name is Skadi. His partners today in the blue color, playing as Loki. His name is Gold Lion, and rounding out the team in the sky blue color, playing as Gaia. His name is Mateo. Their opponents today in the green color, playing as Ra. His name is King Dragon. In the purple color, playing as Zeus. His name is Revan. And finally, rounding out the team in the yellow color, playing as Loki. His name is Lordy. The map is Vinlandsaga, game number 2 of this best of 3 for the group stages of the Phoenix Reborn Championship. Phoenix Reborn 2. How many more Phoenix Reborns can we have is the big question. Alrighty. So, what are we going to see here in this game? We got Vinlandsaga, and we've got one thing to go over quickly. A computer spawned here. So there is supposed to be a check in place for a 7th player or a 3rd team, and that player is supposed to go onto the observer mode, but in this situation that didn't happen. So hopefully they just ignore that this island is here. I'm surprised they played it and didn't realize Athens was a player here that has 1 score, but it is what it is. And we'll see how it's going to go. But one thing to go over here is that Vinlandsaga at the very top level has got a fairly established meta on it. We see TBL going for this meta. It is Loki, it is Set, and it is Gaia. This is basically the established meta. You can transfer Ra out for Set. That works completely fine as well most of the time. But without having Gaia, things get really challenging, because what Gaia does is it gives you this wood here, and you get yourself a handful of trees. Here, how many? 20 trees or something like that at 150 or 200 wood, excuse me. So you get about 4,000 wood out of each of those trees, which does give yourself a lot of time to sit in your base without having to move your villagers onto the main island. So it gives you a lot of time there. Whereas Team BBF here do not have Gaia. We are seeing long distance wood chopping going on for the time being here for Revan, but no Gaia Forest means life gets really, really challenging. Now, there could be another option to go for here without Gaia, but we'll have to wait and see how far behind BBF is going to be having to ferry their villagers over onto this land here. We do see this villager here is chopping the wood. Doing all the good stuff there. Are we seeing some cheeky shenanigans here? We do see the temple coming up. One thing to be very, very hyper aware of is on these sorts of maps, you might not have enough food in your berry bushes. So what you need to do is you need to get your transport ship, and you need to get the pigs that you find and put them in there and move them back to your main base to eat. So there's a little bit of necessity in the early game. Otherwise, you're going to have a very, very late advance time. So we'll see how things will end up going here. Oh, you can also, I should say, you can also swap the Loki out here for an Atlantean, either Uranus, Kronos. So you can go double Atlantean here. That also works. But basically, you need a Gaia is the and an Egyptian is Ra or Set. Otherwise, you fall really far behind. Set and Ra and shifting sands their villages onto the main island makes it really, really strong. There's a temple coming up over here. Will we be seeing that 4:30 advance time? That's what we're looking for here as well for the. Wait, is Skadi's playing this one? No, it's going to be a late advance time here from the Set as well. 4:30 advance time is what you're aiming for here as the Set player, as the Ra player. Allows you to get onto the mainland, get your town center up, and you can continue chopping wood in your main base. Like, say you take this town center, drop a dock over on the side here, and then just claim all of these fishing spots in the classical age instead of struggling here in the archaic age to advance, just going off of fishing ships alone here. You can see that TBL is actually struggling mightily here with this early game. King Dragon just about to advance here, going up throh Dahi 545, very, very late. If we take a look at Mateo here, he has already advanced through Oceanus. Decent advance time where that's concerned. Revan here, not advancing just yet either. As Gold Line's already advanced, we do see Lordy is now up as well, as he is on the mainland, throwing on the Longhouse, getting the Herser in, and he's going to be searching for villagers to kill. Now, there are a whole handful of Gaia citizens here. He doesn't have any... Well, he does have a tree down in his main base. So I would have liked to see him stay here, but opting to not do that for the time being there. As Gold Line is just getting himself those Longhouses up. The house getting taken down over here. Troll coming in to cause some problems. Lordy's got to be careful. His troll does take a couple of rock throws there before running away. As Nyal Huskal Blade. He's got a hammer, not a blade. Searching for something to kill. This is the position to be in, but not there just yet. Shifting Sands coming in by King Dragon onto this town center to grab that one. Also brings some pigs in as well. As Lordy retreating back here. We do see a fight starting. Gold Line trying to micro this one. Very, very important to keep all his units alive. Just get a throw an axeman out here as well, nice and early. And Lordy will have to retreat back for the time being here. Maybe we can go on to Athens here so we don't get the annoying ding. As we do see Mateo here is about to win. Lordy really should not be building ships here. This should be Revan's job. Revan has got... Oh, he's going for a town center. Revan has got the strongest navy here of this team. Lordy is on the land pumping Herser. What should be happening here is this Greek player needs to be pumping units out here to defend. And instead, Mateo is just going to get super far in front. We do see Shifting Sands in for Skadi. Very, very late here from Skadi on that advance, on that Shifting Sands. But he's going to have a ton of fishing ships here. He's also on the top side of the map instead of the bottom side where Gold Line is. So very, very isolated on that one. We'll see how it's going to go. The question really is going to be, maybe Revan here can just... And BBF can just sack the water to some degree and then come back a little bit later with, say, a Njord or maybe a Dionysus from Revan to get those myth units out and just claim this water back a little bit later, get that boom happening where that's concerned. But one town center up for Skadi, 2 town centers up for Skadi. He's going to be very, very quickly booming in this top position here, cleaning up those Scralings, Gaia Scralings on the Vinlandsaga on the mainland here as well. As we do see now, Gold Line pushing forward here as Lordy needs to retreat away. He is being completely caught out. And a lot of this is just because he's not got anyone defending him here. Revan, in that ceasefire, maybe a little bit late here as he is now seeing King Dragon starting to produce some ships, which you really don't want. You want King Dragon going to the heroic age as fast as possible here. And we also see docks coming up for Skadi. Skadi is going to have an absolute field day with his boom here. Right now, if we take a quick look at Skadi's perspective, he's got 24 villagers on food, and he's only got 1 villager at the moment gathering food. A 4th town center coming up. That is all fishing ships. Does he have himself burst in? Yes, he does. So that's going to be very, very quick for him here in this game. And now we also have the Mateo Gaia citizens grabbing this town center here as well. So he's going to be able to move on to this forest over here, or this gold mine, and get this hunt in the middle of the map there, as well as continue pumping Bareem's out while his team is just going into the stratosphere of booms here, pushing forward, going to be checking this town center up, wanting to grab that one for himself. He does have a lot of animals of set here with that Pharaoh. King Dragon going to be getting pushed back here, most likely, as well as the villagers getting taken out by those Scralings. The villagers coming in, going to shank down the town center. Bear coming straight in onto the King Dragon. Pharaoh on that position does manage to take that one out, taking the town center down as well. Scraling going to continue to chase this laborer. Gets a kill on that one as well there, as Skadi putting a stop to this town center going up here. As King Dragon also getting pushed back here, running by that Carnivore. Great positioning for a Carnivore there by Mateo, as he is taking full control of the water. at this point here. This Gold Lion pushes in, going to start taking down the units in the middle. Revan does have some Toxotes here, but Lordy says in this moment he's had enough. Scardy 4 town centers, going up to 5 town centers here as well. Him trying to empower this this town center up just to get it up. He's going to be 5 town centers now. All of those Axemen getting cleaned up, and BBF is just completely cut off in this game. As King Dragon decides to tap out, and Revan will equally follow suit. There is a reason here for the Gaia pick, and it's just the economy that comes in the early stages here is just so obscenely big. You can see the difference on this one as the guys just coming up here. They're so far in front at this point. 30,000 to, wait, is that really all it is? Wait, let's go 925, 932 to 932, 31,000 to 29,000. So they're like 2,000 resources in front at 9 minutes into the game. It's just a ridiculous advantage. I'm surprised how close they are, actually. I thought it would have been an even bigger advantage than that, but I guess the game's only been going for so long, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger here. So yeah, if you don't want to play Gaia on Vinlandsaga, one of the big advantages of this tournament is you can ban Gaia out. So where we know what the A tier god is, the S tier god is on this map with Gaia, if you ban that god out, now the players have to rethink about how they're going to play this map. And it is an interesting map without Gaia on here as well. So I'm surprised to see no one ban that god, but the game does go into TBL's favor. Wins it quickly in 2 games. If you guys enjoyed this one, please keep hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.